God is warning you about a person whose name starts with the initial J. Do not get shocked when you hear their name. Listen to me carefully, because this is not something you can afford to ignore. I am speaking to you right now because there is something hidden in your life that is about to be revealed. And if you skip this moment, you may miss a protection I am placing over you. The person whose name begins with J has already crossed your path, and you have felt something in your spirit that you could not explain. This is not your imagination, and it is not confusion, because I am the one who placed that feeling inside you. Stay with me, because what you are about to understand can protect your peace, your future, and something precious that I have been building for you. Type Amen if you believe. I am not here to frighten you, but I am here to open your eyes. The person with the initial J is connected to a situation that has been slowly forming around you, and you have sensed it without having clear proof. You have noticed small changes, small shifts in behavior, or even a strange energy that you could not fully understand. That discomfort you felt was not random, because I was gently trying to guide your attention towards something important. You are not wrong for feeling this way, and you are not overthinking, because I see what is hidden, and I am showing you just enough so you can remain protected. There is a reason I am bringing this to you now, and it is because timing matters. If you had known this earlier, you may not have understood it, and if you discover it too late, it could bring unnecessary pain. I am placing this awareness in front of you at the exact moment you are ready to receive it. You must not ignore this feeling anymore, because it is connected to your peace and your direction. Pay attention to the patterns around you, because what has been unclear will begin to make sense. Before you continue, I ask you from your heart to support this moment by liking this video, because it helps this truth reach those who are also being quietly warned and need this guidance right now. You have been asking for clarity in your life, and I am answering you in a way that protects you without overwhelming you. The person whose name starts with J may not appear harmful on the surface, and that is why this situation is delicate. Not everything that looks calm carries pure intentions, and not everything that feels friendly carries truth. I am not telling you to fear them, but I am telling you to observe them with wisdom. Your peace is more important than keeping every connection, and I am guiding you to choose wisely. There are moments when you felt drained after interacting with this person, and you could not explain why. That heaviness was not your imagination, and it was not weakness, because your spirit recognizes what your mind has not yet fully accepted. I created you with discernment, and that discernment is speaking louder now because you are ready to hear it. Do not silence it just to keep things comfortable, because comfort can sometimes hide what needs to be addressed. I am strengthening your awareness so you can move with clarity and not confusion. You may be wondering why I am not revealing everything all at once, and the answer is simple. If I gave you everything in a single moment, it would overwhelm your heart and cloud your judgment. I reveal truth step by step so that you can process it, understand it, and act with wisdom instead of emotion. This is how I protect you even in the middle of uncertainty. Trust that what is being shown to you now is exactly what you need for this moment. Type 777 to receive blessings. Before we go further, I want to pause here with you for just a moment. You are still in this word, and that itself is the perseverance being described throughout. This channel was built to carry this kind of steady, grounding word to hearts that are still in the trembling, still needing someone to confirm that the trembling is not fear but awakening. If this message has been doing that for you today, consider going to the link in the pinned comment below. Give what your heart freely offers. A coffee, a small seed, anything at all. Because what you plant into a mission that carries this kind of word to people who are still in the resistance returns to you as more of the very steadfastness and confirmation being described. The link is pinned. Give when your spirit says yes. There is also something deeper you must understand about this situation. The person with the initial J is not just a random connection, because they are part of a lesson that has been forming in your life. This lesson is not meant to harm you, but to strengthen your ability to recognize what aligns with your purpose and what does not. You have grown, and because you have grown, I am showing you things you would not have noticed before. This is a sign of your progress, not a sign of danger, because I am with you through it all. You are not alone in this, even if it feels like you are the only one noticing these subtle signs. I am walking with you, guiding your thoughts, and bringing clarity into places that once felt confusing. When something does not sit right in your spirit, pause and listen instead of pushing it away. I speak to you in quiet ways, and your ability to notice these moments is a gift. Protect that gift because it will guide you through situations that words cannot fully explain. I want you to understand that this is not about cutting people off without reason, but about seeing clearly. When you see clearly, your decisions become easier and your peace becomes stronger. You will know when to step back, when to set boundaries, and when to remain silent. These choices will not come from fear, but from clarity that I am placing inside you. Trust yourself because I am working through your awareness. There is a shift coming in how you see this person, and it will not be forced. You will notice things naturally, and your understanding will grow without confusion. When that moment comes, do not ignore it because it is the confirmation you have been waiting for. I am not rushing you, but I am preparing you so that when the truth becomes clear, you will be ready to respond with strength and peace. Everything is unfolding with purpose, and nothing is happening by accident. I tell you this with clarity and calmness. It matters more than you think, but it is not here to break you. It is here to sharpen your awareness and protect what I have placed inside your life. When I warn you, it is always out of love, never out of fear, because my intention is to guide you, not to confuse you. You have already been given small signs about this person, and those signs were not random. There were moments when something felt slightly off, even when everything seemed normal on the outside. You may have ignored those moments, thinking you were just overthinking or being too sensitive. But I placed that sensitivity within you for a reason, and it is time for you to trust it. Your spirit can recognize what your eyes cannot yet fully see, and that is why I am asking you to slow down and pay attention. Type yes to affirm. I want to stop here with you for just a breath before the final points. You have stayed through every number, and that itself is the sustained focus being described throughout. This channel was built to reach people who have lived through chaos not once but many times, and who are still choosing growth over bitterness. If this message has been confirming that choice for you today, go to the link in the pinned comment below. Give what your heart says to give. A coffee, a small seed, anything your spirit directs. Because what you plant into a mission that carries this kind of honest, grounding truth to people who are still deciding between chaos and peace comes back to you as more of the very strength you are reading about. The link is pinned. Give when your spirit says yes. There is something about the way this person moves around your life that carries a hidden influence. It is not always direct, and it is not always obvious, but it is there. Sometimes it shows through words that seem harmless, and sometimes through actions that leave you feeling uncertain afterward. This is not meant to make you anxious, but to help you become aware. Awareness is your protection, and once you have it, you will not be easily misled. You are stepping into a season where your peace will become more valuable than ever before. Not everyone will be able to walk closely with you in this season, and that is something you must accept without guilt. The person with the initial J is connected to this shift, and you will begin to see why. Their presence in your life has a purpose, but that purpose is not meant to control your path. It is meant to reveal something within you that is growing stronger. You may notice that your energy changes when you are around them. There may be a quiet tension, a subtle discomfort, or even a sense of confusion that you cannot fully explain. Do not ignore these signals because they are part of how I speak to you. I do not always use loud signs because your spirit is already capable of hearing me in quiet ways. When you feel that inner shift, pause and reflect instead of brushing it aside. The truth about this situation will not come through confrontation, but through observation. You do not need to rush into any decisions or create unnecessary conflict. Instead, watch carefully and allow clarity to come naturally. The more you observe, the more you will understand, and the more confident you will feel about what to do. I am teaching you patience because patience reveals what haste can hide. Type 222 if you trust God. There is also something you must remember about yourself in this moment. You are not weak, and you are not easily influenced, even if it feels that way at times. I have been strengthening you through every challenge you have faced, even the ones that made you feel uncertain. This situation is another step in that growth, and it will not overpower you. You are learning to stand in your own clarity, and that clarity will guide your actions. The person with the initial J may not even be fully aware of the effect they have on you. Sometimes people carry energies or intentions that they do not fully understand themselves. This is why I'm not asking you to react with anger or judgment. I am asking you to respond with wisdom and calmness. When you respond with clarity instead of emotion, you protect your peace and maintain control over your path. You will soon begin to notice patterns that were once hidden from you. These patterns will connect moments that previously felt unrelated, and they will give you a clearer picture of what is happening. When this happens, do not doubt what you see. Doubt can cloud your understanding, and I do not want you to lose the clarity I am giving you. Trust what is being revealed because it is coming from a place of truth. There may also be a moment when this person says or does something that confirms everything you have been sensing. That moment will not be dramatic, but it will be clear. It will feel like a quiet realization rather than a loud revelation. When that moment comes, stay calm and grounded. You do not need to prove anything to anyone because your understanding will be enough. I want you to stay centered in who you are even as you become more aware of this situation. Do not let this awareness turn into fear or stress because that is not my intention. I am giving you insight so that you can move with confidence, not hesitation. Your life is not being disrupted, it is being refined. Every situation that brings clarity is helping you step into a stronger version of yourself. There is a reason you were chosen to hear this at this exact moment. You are ready to handle this truth without being overwhelmed by it. You have grown in ways you may not even fully recognize, and that growth is what allows you to receive this guidance now. If this had come to you earlier, it might have confused you, but now you have the strength and awareness to understand it. Stay grounded in your peace because peace is your greatest protection. When you remain calm, you are able to see clearly and act wisely. Do not let small disturbances pull you away from that peace. I am strengthening your ability to remain steady even when things feel uncertain. This steadiness will guide you through everything that unfolds next. You will not face this alone even if it feels like a quiet and personal situation. I am with you in every step, guiding your thoughts and protecting your path. When you feel unsure, return to this stillness and listen. I will continue to guide you in ways that feel natural and clear. Trust the process because everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Something inside you has become more alert, more aware, and more careful. And that is not a weakness. It is a sign that you are listening to the guidance I am placing within you. The person with the initial J is becoming easier for you to read. Not because they have changed suddenly, but because your perception has grown stronger. You are no longer seeing only what is shown on the surface, and that is why things feel different now. There were times before when you gave the benefit of the doubt, even when something did not sit right with you. You tried to keep peace, to avoid conflict, and to believe the best in others, and that came from a good place. But now I am teaching you that peace does not mean ignoring what you feel inside. True peace comes from clarity, from knowing what aligns with your spirit and what does not. You are learning to protect your peace instead of sacrificing it, and that lesson will stay with you far beyond this moment. Type 1010 to claim miracles. The person with the initial J carries a presence in your life that has tested your boundaries more than you realize. It may not have been direct or obvious, but it has been consistent. There were moments when you felt pulled in directions that did not feel right, or when you questioned your own judgment after interacting with them. That confusion was not coming from you, and now you are beginning to see that clearly. I am lifting the weight of that confusion so you can stand firm in your own understanding. You will notice that your reactions to this person are changing. Where you once felt unsure, you will now feel certain. Where you once hesitated, you will now feel a quiet confidence. This change is not something you are forcing because it is something I am building within you. You are being guided to respond differently, not out of anger, but out of awareness. And when you respond from awareness, you protect yourself without needing to create conflict. There is something important you must understand about timing. I did not reveal this to you earlier because you needed to grow into this level of awareness. If you had seen this before, you might have doubted yourself or dismissed it entirely, but now you are ready to see clearly and act wisely. This is why everything is coming together at this moment, and why your understanding feels stronger than before. Trust this timing because it is aligned with your growth. You may also begin to notice how this person responds when you create even small boundaries. Their reaction will tell you more than their words ever have. Pay attention to how they behave when you choose yourself, because that behavior will reveal their true influence. You do not need to confront them or question them directly. Simply observe, because observation will give you the answers you need without unnecessary conflict. Type 1212 if you trust in Jesus. There is a deeper layer to this situation that is not immediately visible. The presence of this person has been part of a larger process of strengthening your discernment. Every interaction, every moment of doubt, and every feeling you could not explain has been shaping your ability to see clearly. You are not the same person you were when this connection first began, and that difference is important. It means you are no longer easily confused, and you are no longer willing to ignore what you feel inside. You are also being prepared for connections that will align with your peace and your purpose. Not everyone is meant to walk closely with you as you move forward. Some people come into your life to teach you, to reveal something within you, and then to fade into the background. This does not make them enemies, but it does mean their role has limits. Understanding this will help you release what no longer aligns with you without carrying bitterness or guilt. And before you go, there is one final thing I want to ask of you. If this message has confirmed what you have been quietly living for a long time, if it has named the strategy you never had language for, honor that with an act of faithfulness. Go to the link in the pinned comment below. Plant a seed. Give what your heart says to give. A coffee, a small offering, whatever feels right. Because what you sow into a mission that carries this kind of honest, grounding word to the next person who is still deciding between engaging and walking away returns to you as more of the very peace you have been protecting. And share this with someone you know who has been in the middle of chaos and needs to hear today that their yawn, their turned back, their quiet refusal to react, that was the move. The link is pinned, so keep building, keep growing, keep protecting your peace. Not because you want to prove anyone wrong, but because you finally understand that your energy is valuable, your time is precious, and your life deserves your full attention. God bless you. You may feel tempted to revert to familiar patterns, mistaking comfort for truth. This temptation is rooted in what feels safe but may not be right. Move forward with trust, as clarity and peace will replace confusion. As you embrace this guidance, confidence replaces doubt, helping protect your peace. You do not need to explain your decisions. Not everyone will understand your journey. Focus on your internal truth, which aligns with the path set for you. Awareness brings clarity and strength, essential for making choices that support your purpose. The dynamic with a person associated with the initial J reveals their influence through actions, not words. Notice how you feel when creating distance. That relief indicates your spirit responding positively. Observe this person's reactions without engaging directly, as their behavior will reveal truths. Stay grounded in your decisions without needing validation from others. This moment is different because you are choosing to honor your feelings. Protecting your peace is a loving act, not rejection. The person with J does not define your journey. Instead, you are moving toward greater alignment with your true self. Trust the process, as it guides you to more genuine and lighter relationships. You are not alone. Guidance is present at every step. There is a source of clarity where guidance speaks most clearly, encouraging you to stay connected for direction. Your recent experiences aim to foster understanding and calmness, gradually enhancing your awareness. In the past, uncertainty led you to question your instincts, often dismissing feelings to maintain peace. Now, you recognize those feelings as vital signals requiring attention. The contrast you have observed in a person with initial J reveals a fuller understanding of their presence in your life, prompting you to see beyond just comforting aspects, allowing for clarity in your decisions. Moments of sadness or disappointment may arise as you confront truths, But recognizing these helps make space for better connections. Your peace should be intentionally protected, focusing on what supports rather than drains your energy. Small details will provide continual affirmations of your understanding, emphasizing the importance of patience in your responses. You are learning that your role is not to change others, but to clarify what aligns with you. This self-awareness shapes your future, guiding you toward paths that resonate and helping you grow into the life meant for you. The presence of this person has influenced personal growth and self-awareness. Interactions have stirred questions previously left unanswered, leading to clarity. This clarity fosters emotional distance from the mentioned individual without coldness or indifference, allowing better understanding. As awareness increases, confidence grows alongside the ability to trust one's perceptions without seeking validation. Changes in interactions may occur naturally, promoting stability in responses. Following this path leads to clearer relationships and emotional protection through boundaries and simplified engagements. This growth process entails learning to recognize signs earlier to avoid confusion in the future. Patience is essential as clarity deepens, marking a shift in perception toward the person with the initial J. The narrative emphasizes acceptance, encouraging one to remain honest with oneself, and appreciating experiences without justification, emphasizing inner strength and grounded understanding in decision-making. Your emotional connection to this person may be shifting, feeling less intense and more distant, which reflects a realignment rather than a loss. As your understanding evolves, your emotions adjust accordingly. You are no longer grasping onto familiar feelings, instead moving towards what feels true. Remember, you are not responsible for this person's actions, but only for your own responses. This awareness liberates you from external control, enabling you to focus on your own peace and clarity, which extends beyond this specific situation into all aspects of your life. A quiet closure may blossom internally, rather than through direct communication, allowing you to move forward without unresolved questions. These transformations prepare you for new connections that resonate deeply with your essence and instincts. Letting go does not always mean severing ties. Sometimes it is about altering their role in your life. You are guided through each moment of clarity, leading you towards a deeper alignment with your purpose. This process encourages trusting your own perceptions, fostering a calm inner confidence. While your connections may not feel as consuming or confusing, they are still meaningful. Learning that not all relationships are meant to last opens the door to new foundations of trust and clarity. Reaching a deep understanding brings a profound sense of peace without loss, instead fostering self-trust, strength, and clarity. Every experience with a person, particularly one with the initial J, has contributed to personal growth and understanding. By accepting situations as they are, you release confusion and replace it with a calm certainty. This acceptance leads to inner peace and balance, weakening the influence of past connections. As you recognize that not all bonds are meant to last, you learn to navigate transitions gracefully. Your focus naturally shifts away from what was once significant, allowing you to embrace new beginnings. This shift is not sudden, it is steady and aligns you with more fulfilling choices and connections. The clarity you have gained protects you from emotional distress, freeing you from confusion. You now see the past clearly, unclouded by distortion, enabling you to let go of searching for answers. This liberation allows you to move forward, carrying only the wisdom gained, while staying connected to your inner truth. Near the end of this message, this channel runs purely on people who choose to support it through the link. Whatever you are able to leave, however small, genuinely helps this work continue. The link is pinned in the comments below. If this word reached you at the right moment, like this video, subscribe so the next word finds you when you need it. And leave a comment below so someone else can see they are not walking through this alone. Go in peace.